Hello everyone, I'm Ananya. I've secured All India Rank 3 in this year's UPSC Civil Services examination. So my strategy regarding the sources has been a bit different from the usual. Usually it is said that you have to refer to limited resources and then revise them again and again. But I kind of refer to multiple sources for prelims, basically because I had this feeling that questions in UPSC prelims are becoming very unconventional. So probably a wider reading and a wider knowledge pool in this specific domain would kind of help me in eliminating the options in the actual examination. And that is how I kind of referred multiple sources. For instance, if there is a subject called art and culture, apart from the usual Nitin Singhania's book, I also refer to some other stoppers notes. And even for something like Lakshmikant, apart from something like polity, apart from Lakshmikant, I also refer to basic NCRTs from where few questions are also coming up. So in this way, I kind of took up maybe 2 or 3 sources for every subject, and then I accumulated my knowledge in that particular subject. Apart from that, current affairs also becomes an extremely important topic, and for current affairs too, I refer to multiple sources, not just PT 365's and monthly magazines, but also one particular source that was extremely helpful was Shunya ISS monthly material that they give to us. So that was also something that I referred to. So this is the broad thing about sources for prelims. I refer to topper notes a lot. To mention, Dhatri Reddy ma'am's notes and Rushikesh Reddy sir's notes were extremely important for me in various subjects, whether it is in GS2, whether it is in GS3. I used their notes extensively to make my own notes. Apart from that, I also relied heavily on Vision IA's value added material. That is something that has helped me in understanding to which extent I should cover a topic. So that is also another resource I would like to highlight. Apart from that, Forum IA's red books were something that I also used. For instance, for agriculture, that was one book that I used extensively. So this is something important for mains, that is to identify the right kind of resources and to understand to which extent you have to read for a certain topic. Apart from that, I would say another extreme important thing for mains is to have that sort of revision, because mains is all about forming that interlinkages across the subjects and applying yourself on the day of examination to bring about a good answer. And for that to happen, I believe you have to have many number of revisions, and only then you will be able to interlink your subjects across the spectrum. That is another thing. And apart from that, having short notes for mains is also extremely important, because you would see that initially when you make your mains notes, it tends to be bulky, rightly so. And then you have to condense your material to a shorter format, so that just before the days of examination, it becomes extremely important for you to revise your notes. So that is something that I would like to emphasize upon, that is having short notes. Mock interviews are extremely helpful for you to build up your confidence and speak confidently, but sometimes too much guidance might hamper your natural thinking process and might interfere with the way you naturally give answers. So for that not to happen, you have to be confident about your abilities. You have to be as honest as possible in the actual day of on the actual day of interview, and speak very honestly. That is one tip that will help you in the actual day of interview. And the third thing in interview is to have that little adversity quotient, I would say, because at many times, especially I've seen this happen with myself too, the board members might kind of try to test your confidence to see how you are responding to a situation or how you are coping up with the challenges. So for that, in that instance, you have to maintain your calm composure, even if you have not been able to answer 2 to 3 answers properly. Keep backing yourself and give the other answers confidently. So this is something that I believe they will appreciate very genuinely. So this is the detailed strategy I have given for you.